Hi everyone, my name is Trisha, and today I have my soul sister with me, Mari. Isn't she so beautiful? Look at
Thank you,
her.
thank you, thank you.
Okay, so today we're going to be asking a few questions,
Mm,
some fun ones, some deep ones, and
okay,
we're just gonna go with the flow, see where it goes. But this is mostly to get to know you,
okay,
yes,
okay.
and feel your energy
Thank
and
you,
her
thank you,
wisdom, guys,
thank you,
because she gives the best advice. So
thank you,
listen, listen.
thank you, thank you. I'll try.
And also, this is for anyone who can relate, who can reconnect. I mean, relate with us. Sorry, and who can connect with us. If you relate, just comment down below. I will be engaging with you guys. I'm more than happy to engage. So, just comment. Okay. Anyways, okay. So my first question is, what's something random that's been making you really happy lately?
Something random. I would say the sun.
Okay.
The sun makes it has been like my source of happiness recently,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't realized it until we have a rainy day. And I
Mm.
felt so moody. And I'm like, why I'm so moody today? I meditated, I did everything the same, but I didn't meditate under the sun. I
Mm.
used to like meditate, even if I don't meditate, because I meditate right away when I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
But then sometimes Pirili wants to go to the restroom, so I need to take him out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll meditate outside. But I felt the difference. Like I just felt the difference, just not even being in the sun, because some people need to be in the sun. Just seeing the sun
Mm-hmm.
makes me slow down and just appreciate the
Mm.
moment. It's just like, okay, stop rushing. Just it's sunny. It's beautiful outside. It's a beautiful day. You're alive. You're here.
Mm. So it gives you that signal of like,
Yeah,
just
slow
live in
down.
the moment.
Yeah, for sure,
Mm.
100%. Because I feel that I rush. I used to rush so much
Mm-hmm.
that everything felt like a blur. Every day felt like a blur. But
Mm.
now that I'm being more mindful about the things that I'm doing and choosing to do, it really makes a difference, just the tiny things. So just like
Mm.
for some people it might be something else, but for me seeing the sun and just feeling the sun is
Mm-hmm.
such a out out body experience. Like being able to just be outside and tan, just it makes me
Mm.
feel alive. For some people it might not be like that, but just feeling like the sun. It's not about tanning, even though I love tanning. It's
Mm-hmm.
more about feeling the energy. When
Right.
you become more aware of the everything has their own energy and vibration, you experience
Mm.
things very differently. You experience life
Yes.
from a different perspective, 100%.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure. And I feel like the sun, like for me, it energizes me. Like
Mm,
there's days where I'm like, oh, like I'm just so tired from work. And then when I step out and I feel the sun, I'm like, yes, like I finally feel like I don't know, I do like this whole sun meditation.
mm.
And I'll link it down below, but it's only like 5 minutes. I've shown you in the past.
Yeah, we have done
Yeah,
it recently.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she like really tells you to like just connect with the sun, like breathe. Don't even
Yeah.
think about your to-do list, which sometimes I really need because I'm like, you
Yes.
know, like you just get to breathe.
I know. It makes a big difference.
Yeah. But what are ways that help you like slow down, like live in the moment and like, kind of like pause, like just, you know?
I feel the meditating really
Mm,
brings me back to the moment.
mm,
Meditation is a big tool for me just because it clears, like, I know that I need to clear my mind and I don't need to think about anything that I need to do. So I feel
mm.
when my mind is clear, it's like a sign for my body to just relax.
Mm.
Like there's
Yeah.
nothing I need to do, there's nothing I need to achieve. I'm
Right.
just in the moment.
Mm.
And another thing is just not checking time. Not like
Mm.
I have got into like the little habit even when I'm getting ready because I've noticed maybe it's just me, maybe it's just life how it works. When I
Mm.
don't check the time when I'm getting ready, like I know I woke up on time. I woke up good. I have time for everything, but I don't check the time. I had time to do everything I had to do. If I start
Mm.
checking the time, I start
Mm.
rushing, I start making mistakes, and I start just like not in the energy of be mindful of what you're doing and just go with the flow. I feel
Mm.
time has become such a I don't know, like a slow it down, like a slow down tool for me because
Mhm.
time is such a it's man-made. Like we made these things, we made the clothes, we made everything just because we need like something to divide us, something to make sense of life.
Right.
And it's like I feel it tied us to things. It
Mm.
had us tied like to specific things. Oh, you should shower in the morning. You should do these things at this certain time. So the less I think of time and the appropriate time of doing things, I feel more free and I feel more mindful.
Like you're not as constricted.
I
Like you're
feel,
like,
yeah, I feel like,
mhm.
okay, yeah, it's nighttime, but I wanna eat breakfast. Who's gonna tell me no?
That's true.
You see what I mean? So like
Um,
not being so mindful of time has kept me more being more mindful
right.
for
Like you're
some
more free
reason.
flowing. Like you're
More
going with
food,
the flow.
yeah,
Going with the
because
flow.
the more you see the concept of time, you see how little time we have.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone in this planet is gonna have enough time to do everything they want to do
Mm.
unless they push through life like one after another.
Yeah. And they like, I used to, sorry, not to make this about me or anything, but I used to literally schedule like 9 a.m. We're gonna do this, 10 a.m. Like,
Sometimes I do that though. Don't get me wrong.
mm-hmm.
Sometimes I need to keep myself organized just because I like being organized, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't tie myself to the times. I tie
Mm.
myself more about the order of doing things just because it's more organized.
That makes sense.
I think, and
Like you schedule yourself, but not to the point where it's like every day,
yeah,
every hour.
like I have an hour, like okay, an alarm for this. You finish this, you do that. No, like it's not much about time, but about consistency. If I get into the habit of doing it, it just becomes natural.
That's true. Like
Just
working
the
out,
repetition of
meditating.
it, yeah. But
Mm.
I do a lot of things, which is not right. I don't feel people you should do this, but it works for me when I'm in the mood. And if I'm not in the
Mm.
mood and it needs to be done, then it needs to be done. So it's like I follow my mood, but not all the time. Because there's times I just want to sleep. So if I follow that, I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just like being
Mhm.
mindful of it,
Mm.
but don't stick yourself so much with the idea of time because it
Mm.
becomes very constructing. It's just I feel humans don't realize that, but we get one concept and we apply it for everything. So if you tie yourself so much about time, it becomes a thing that is for everybody. Like, oh, we don't have time for this. Oh, we need time for this. Why is there no time? So now it's just like, okay, let's just do it. Whatever. If we have time, we do it. And if we don't, we don't.
That's true.
Like, why am I going to stress about something I have no control? Because we have no control over time.
That's true.
So
That's
it's
true.
just like having the freedom of, okay, yeah, it was supposed to be done that time, but it's not. So let's just fix it and have it now. Or if it didn't happen, it didn't happen. I don't
So
know.
like accepting
Yeah.
what you've
Get as it is.
as it is.
Yeah,
That's
without
true.
like having the control, but it ties so much about time because it's so much about for me time is a concept that is very complicated just because we don't get enough but we want more. So how do you get more if you can't have it?
That's true.
You can't have more time. I don't feel that our time in earth is written like okay you're gonna die this day. I feel we have the choice. We make the
choice to.
decisions of how life is gonna go,
Mm-hmm.
but we're never gonna have enough time to do everything we want to do because we don't know where our time is over.
That's true.
So why do we worry so much? And I think it applies for everything. It's also about age. That's one of the things that when it comes to time, that I have such a hardcore of it. When people say like, "Yeah, but I'm at this age, I'm not gonna be able." I'm like, no, age is a number. There's things you can and you can do because of your age, and it's just the nature of your body.
Right.
But age doesn't define what you can or cannot do. It's more, is your body capable of doing it? Do it. If you is your body capable of not doing it, then you can because your body's not gonna allow it.
Right.
So,
So it's like it's never really too late to start something new.
oh, never. It's you are learning. Life is gonna teach you every single day. Every single day. It doesn't matter the age you have.
That's true.
We are going to be in constant evolution. I mean, Earth itself is in constant change.
That's true.
Maybe tomorrow is sunny. Maybe tomorrow is raining. Maybe an hour is raining, and then an hour is gonna be sunny. But humans have this concept that we always gonna stay the same. We're always gonna look the same. We're always gonna. No, we won't. You go through seasons too. You go through time too.
Right.
Time.
That's true. That's true.
So time is such a like very a broad concept
Mm-hmm.
that if you don't break it down, it's gonna eat you alive
Mm.
because you wanna uprun time.
Mm.
You wanna being able to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people is like, if I organize it well and if I do it well, I'm gonna be able to do it all. That's not true.
Mm. That's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do that.
Yeah, but it comes with learning, it comes with growing, and it comes with
Mm.
understanding. So you really have to take the concept and kind of like break it apart for yourself, and
Mhm.
being able to be like, okay, so what is it that I can do with this time? What is it that
Mm.
I cannot do? What is it that I want to do?
That's true.
I think that will be the main question, and just do what works for you. Because the more you
Mm.
focus on what other people are doing and how other people are managing their time and their lives, the worse it becomes for you. Because guess what? There's only one of you. Nobody else is gonna have. Nobody else is gonna think. Nobody else is gonna be like you.
Mm. And that's another thing that I feel like I want to bring it up again, like
Mm,
how self-aware you are.
mm,
Because I feel um like I've known her for so long, and she taught me how to be self-aware. And I didn't realize how important it is to be self-aware,
yeah.
Like how did you get to the point that you've become like this self-aware?
I hurt a lot of people.
Mm.
That's why I have to tap into my self awareness,
Mm.
because hurting somebody is also a choice.
Mm.
And that's why being self-aware is a blessing, but it's also it's a double-edged sword,
Mm.
because the moment you become self-aware and you start understanding how your actions, your words are can affect somebody, and it can cause a ripple effect. Like you don't really understand how much harm you cause until you are inside somebody's body, because you're never gonna see the world from the place that they see it.
Mm.
So with that, then you become self-aware.
Mm.
So that means you also become self-aware of the people you have hurt.
Mm.
You become self-aware of the things you have within yourself that you need to change. You become self-aware of your shadow, basically what it is. And then you start doing the shadow work to work on those things.
Mm.
Because that's what your shadow basically is those things you need to work out.
Yeah.
And it comes with self-awareness, being able to accept that you're not perfect, and
Mm.
accept that you made a mistake, and accept that maybe in the fight that you had with your friend, you were the one at fault.
Mm.
Or maybe that both of you were the ones at fault.
Mm. Yeah.
And maybe you didn't have to scream. Maybe you didn't have to say the things you said. Maybe you didn't have to hurt the person just because they hurt you. Maybe you just choose to be quiet in the moment.
Mm.
So self-awareness, I feel, is something that I have learned in all this journey of growing and learning and becoming better, because I have hurt a lot of people.
Mm.
So I had to really sit down with myself and see how my actions, words, and the choices that I made have
Mhm.
affected people around me, and then
Wow.
from there choose to change and grow.
Mm.
So that's why I say it's a double-edged sword, because I believe there's many people that are self-aware of the harm that they're causing, and they still choose to
Mm.
cause the harm.
Yeah.
That's
That's
why
true.
me myself, I'm so harsh on people,
Mm.
because I know you have a choice.
Mm.
Everything comes with a choice. You can choose be mean, or you can choose to be silenced.
Mm.
But it also comes with the idea that we're all humans, so we all have bad days. So it's
That's
just you
true.
can be self-aware, and you know that what you're saying is gonna hurt the person, but you still go ahead and say it. You had a bad day. You're not feeling well. You are reactive.
Yeah.
So self-aware doesn't discriminate. I feel the mistakes is still there, even if you're self-aware of it. And I feel sometimes it's even worse, because
Mm.
you
Like
understand,
when you're
yeah,
about to do something mean or say something mean.
and you still do it.
Right. Yeah.
But it just becomes with the humanity. Nobody's perfect.
That's true.
Hannah Montana said
Sorry.
it.
She did say it though.
She was
But
right.
then again, I feel like being mean is okay. Like in the sense that
Yeah.
I know we were talking about this earlier because the video cut off, but like
Yeah.
that saying that like being nice and being kind are two different things.
For sure.
And I used to think it was the same thing. I was like, always be nice to people, be kind to people, be like treat people how you want to treat them, blah 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 blah. But then like I'm like, wait, but I don't always have to be nice because sometimes, like you said, which it got cut off, but she said like being nice.
Wait, let me see if it's recording. I'm like, now I'm
Yeah,
like,
I know. Okay, so as we were saying, we were talking about how when you're so self-aware and you know that you're about to do something
me.
mean, and um yeah, and we were also talking about how the fact that even though you are, well, that's the thing. If you are being mean, sometimes that's the kind thing to do, right?
Period.
Because
Some people
sometimes,
need them.
yeah.
Can you tell I'm mean?
Because no, it's true. Because sometimes when you're being too nice and I don't know, maybe you want to keep an information to somebody, but that is actually really important for them to know, or
Yeah.
you know, I think yeah, that's what's being kind. But what I
But
would go
but
go.
I also feel that the
Uh-huh.
issue with being kind is,
Mm,
do you care about the person?
mm,
Because I feel that makes a difference. Because when you're kind to
mm.
somebody that you care, you choose to be kind because you care
You
and
care.
you know how the words are going to affect that person.
Mm,
When you're nice just because you're afraid of the reaction to
mm.
words that gonna be said. Does it make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because
That
I feel
makes sense.
sometimes people are just nice to
Mm,
get things over. Meaning,
mm,
when you're in a conversation with a friend and you're not necessarily approve or agree with the things that they're saying,
mm.
sometimes you just choose to be like, oh yeah, right, and stay quiet, even though you disagree,
That's true. That's true.
because you don't want to get into an argument with a person.
Yeah.
And sometimes, which is me, I am going to be like, well, I don't agree.
Mm,
I don't feel that it needs to be a fight, but I just need to voice out I don't agree.
right.
So I think it depends. But sometimes I feel that being nice is
Mm-hmm.
an American concept.
Mm.
And I have always felt that way because people always here ask you, hi, how are you? And then just walk away. I'm like, so you don't want to know how I am. I
Yeah.
didn't
You're
even
just saying hi,
answer.
how are you?
Yeah, I didn't even answer. I
Yeah.
want to be like, yeah, I'm having a hard day. Actually, it's not really good. So that's how I see being nice. You
Mm.
just want to save face. You just want to
Mm.
look good.
Like you just want to be polite.
I guess, but sometimes it's just not even about politeness because I
Oh.
feel people that are nice,
Mm.
I don't know, but they're very like mean nice.
Mm.
Does it make sense?
Mm.
Like they're nice to you, but they don't, I don't know, like the words don't match with their faces.
Yes. Yes.
I'm like, what do you mean, hi, how are you? But you're like, hi, how are you? Like, don't ask me if you don't want to know.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like you can tell. Like
I
you can
know.
feel
You
the
can feel
difference.
they're like, they don't like you and they're going out of
Yeah.
their way to be nice. I'm like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's okay. I don't feel that I need to be liked by everyone.
Mm.
Which is, if you don't like me, I mean, how can you not like me? But
The Leo came out.
but if you don't like me, I'm fine with it.
Right.
Like your definition doesn't really define me.
Mm-hmm.
I know who I am. You not liking me for X, Y, and Z, it's not
Mm-hmm.
gonna make any difference. I still gonna be X, Y, and Z
Right.
to you. So
Like you can't really control other people's opinions about you.
exactly. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't see the necessity of being nice. Of being nice. I'm like, just be yourself.
Yeah, that's true. And that's one thing that I genuinely love about you. Like you're very like true to yourself.
Yeah.
And um because of that I feel like you're very like grounded in the way you are, and no matter what anyone will think of you, or you know, you're like, well, that's your opinion of me, like
Yeah. I know. Every time somebody says something, I'm like, okay. And
like she knows who she is at her core.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. The thing is, and I told you,
Mm.
I have said that to her a lot. You need to define who you are, because if you don't define who you are, people are gonna define you, and then those definitions become your internal voice. Because if people look at you and they say, "Oh my God, but you're so naive, and you're very naive, and you don't know, you're naive," that's how you act.
Mm-hmm.
That's who you become,
Yeah.
and that's how you that's your internal voice. Because people, something happened, it's like, yeah, because I'm so naive. People always tell me that I'm naive. But then you actually see them somewhere else and you think I'm like, oh, they're actually they're not naive. They seen things, they sense things. So why people keep calling them naive?
Right.
You see, so it comes with a realization that not everybody needs to know who you are, and that's okay. And not everybody's gonna like you, because the fear of not being liked by people can be paralyzing for some. It comes to a point that is scary. You see them switch completely when they're with certain people. Like they become a persona. It's like an actor playing a play. Yeah. With you, they're this type of person. With them, they're different. With them, they're somebody else. And it's just the fear of not being liked. And that comes with that. Like it becomes so uncomfortable because you feel like you're performing in front of somebody for a play. 100%. And that's why I tell you, know yourself. Whoever you are, it doesn't matter. It doesn't who you are at your core doesn't need to be make sense to anyone, because no one is gonna be like you. I can tell you that. Like I can tell you that with 100%. But people say like, oh, but we look alike. No one is going to be like you. Everybody has their specific birth chart. It doesn't matter. Literally, nobody else is gonna look like you until somebody is born after you die, maybe after you die somebody, and even then they're not gonna have the same positions in the planet.
Not the same personalities, not the same
nothing. You have you have similarities. I mean, we're all humans. But even within the human experience, we all experience it differently because we all see the world from a different perspective. And people have so much issues with that.
That's true. Yeah, and I feel like that's one thing that I struggled with, and I still kind of struggle. Like I feel like there's times where I'll really shapeshift into a different person when I'm with a different person.
Yeah, I feel we all do.
You know?
In some type of sense. I feel we all type of do, just because the nature of the humanity and how comfortable we feel with certain people. Sometimes we feel we cannot show who we really are. Yeah. Which is okay. I feel it's okay as long as you're not affected by people's opinions.
Yes.
Because then that's when it becomes an issue. Yeah. Because it's like somebody tells you like, oh, but you are this. And you're like, I'm not. I don't do those things, but you're doing it. You're becoming this person who does these things. So you are that person. So it just comes like from the ego perspective of not taking it personal and be like, okay, that's literally how I am. When people tells me, oh, you're this, I'm like, okay, maybe, I don't know. I know that I'm not. Do you think I am? Well, then keep thinking that.
That's true. You can't let other people like opinions really affect you, because I feel like, and I feel like that's the thing.
I mean, it's in the word. It's an opinion.
Yeah.
It's you see, but that's what we were talking earlier. That I'm telling you, there's many concepts we don't apply. We see, but we really don't apply.
That's true.
So many, like me, like I was telling her, there was times that I have had a realization, and I was like, I didn't know silence was a choice in an argument.
And when did you realize that?
Arguing with my mom.
Oh, great.
Yeah, because it's just I saw the words coming out of my mouth, and she telling me you didn't have to say that, and I thought about it, and I was like, I shouldn't be saying these things. And she told me, she's like, just stay quiet. If you're so mad that you feel you're gonna hurt somebody, stay quiet and walk away.
Because I feel like one of the biggest regrets is like
hurting the people you love.
Yeah, and then like the guilt that comes with it after, it's like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, like out of spite or when I was angry. But I feel like that also comes with being human.
Yeah, you need to give yourself enough space. Yeah. But
Okay, what's one lesson that changed the way you see everything?
One lesson that really changed my life perspective was losing people that I love. It really put everything into perspective, and mostly the idea that as much as we care how much we have, you don't take anything with you when you die. The only thing you take is the memories you get with the people you love, with the places you go. And it's also when you lose people. You kind of, I feel that grief is such a thing that changed your life perspective and just changed your brain chemistry, like the way that you see and experience things. Because I feel, and those who are going through grief or has gone through grief, it just feels at the beginning like, how can someone keep moving and life keeps going when this person is not here anymore? And I think it starts with a lot of rage and questioning of why me, why then, why now, and then the rage of how can you be normal and how can you want me to like go to work and function and be a functional human being when I just lost someone so important. And everybody experiences grief differently. And somebody described it in TikTok like grief is just like the glitter you use to put in decorations. That's how it feels. When you use the glitter first, there's glitter everywhere and you feel everywhere and you see it in your hands. That's how grief feels. And then little by little, when you start cleaning off, you see less glitter and less glitter, but you still find pieces somewhere. Or you still find pieces of glitter or colors that remind you. That's how grief feels. It's a pain that it stays always with you. And you live with that pain. You just have to. There's nothing else you gotta do. You either stop your life or you either continue. And you come to the realization that's how life works. We get time, we get life, but it's just momentarily. And it's also with the people we love. You're not sequire, like you cannot think that you're gonna have them forever, and you cannot think that they're gonna be here with you always. So when you go through the experience, and those who are going to grieve now, stop forcing yourself to feel grief how everybody feels, or stop putting people and shaming people for how they experience it, because everybody goes through life and goes through grief in a very different way. And applies to everything in life, and applies to even survivors of trauma, survivors of big things that has gone through a lot in life. People tend to shame them, all the way that they act, all that they haven't cried, all they look this way, all they're moving on. So everybody experiences it differently. There's no point of pointing out who's doing it and how he's doing it, just because you don't agree with it. You don't have to agree how everybody goes through grief.
Like, but you don't have to. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine.
But you don't have to subscribe to one way of like dealing with grief.
Just because you feel that's the right way. There's no right way for doing anything. Everybody does it how they feel is right. So how does one right way if everybody experiences it differently?
Right.
So, yeah, I think really losing people and going through grief really altered my life, and it showed me life in a different perspective. And it took time. I just didn't grow from grief and became so accepting about everything. You go through a process, you go through the pain, you go through the rage, you go through feeling lost, you go through all of those feelings, and as you grow as a person, I feel your experiences also grow with you, and how you see life also becomes differently, and you go back and you analyze the way that you acted, you analyze the way that you reacted, and the way that you see the situation, and it just becomes different. Yeah. So I didn't experience grief and was just accepting about it. No, I went through all my processing of grief, and then I understood of, okay, yeah, the core of the issue is I don't get enough time. I'm never going to have enough time with everybody I love. So, yeah.
And it's like accepting that truth.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. It's just, you have to do a lot of work and put a lot of work into it.
That's true.
And wanting to put the work.
That's true. Because I feel like at some point too, you want to start, I don't know, maybe blaming, like, or start resenting. Like why did this happen to me? Like I feel like the thing is that I can't fully relate because I've never really lost someone that I love. The only way that I can relate is with my mom, because she lives in the Philippines, and I didn't see her for 13 years, and going back to see her after all those years, it's like also life-changing, and you start to just appreciate the time that you have with your loved ones, because you don't like it's true. Like you really don't get enough time with the people you love.
Yeah.
And it's hard because we have to work, we have to do these things, but also like that's the thing. I feel like life doesn't give you enough time.
Opportunities and time.
Yeah.
You don't get enough time with anything. Time is such a, like I mentioned, time is such a funny concept. We think we think we own it, we think we can control it, we think you can change it, but you really have no control over time. You get what you get, and that's it.
Yeah.
Do the best with the time you get.
The time that you have, yeah.
Do the best.
Yeah.
Live your life. Really live your life. Stop worrying so much about what people think and what people will say and what people do and what people opinions. They're just opinions. Be whoever you want to be.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The other question was sorry. Let me see. Okay, how do you fill your own cup when life feels heavy or empty?
I feel the way that right now, the way that I really fill my cup is just, I feel spending time with the people I love and spending time by myself too. I need them both. They really fill me, and I need enough of both. If it makes sense. Like, I need to be with the people I love. That fills my cup. Just being able to be with you guys, have dinner with my friends, hang out with my friends, whatever we do, even if it is something big, something small, travel, whatever we do, being in the moment. And you see me, when I'm with you guys, I barely use my phone.
Yeah.
I never use, like, I'll give my phone to Jesus and I'll be like, just hold it. Because I really want to be at the moment and experience the moment. And that really fills me. That really brings happiness to me. And being by myself. And being able to feel comfortable in being by myself. Because I feel being in solitude is not comfortable for everyone. When you go through the healing, solitude is one of the things you crave. Yeah. You really want time, and I really had to stop myself from like being on my phone, even when I'm with my own time. Like, I need to really tell myself and fill my cup and feel that happiness of being in my body. Because that's something I don't feel nobody spends time of that. Being grateful for your body, being grateful for the body you have, the way you look, the things you do, the things you like, just being with yourself, being grateful and I don't know, like being within your body, like touching your body, and that fills my cup. That's my reset. That's my, okay, everything is going to be okay. I have all the tools that I need to feel and change whatever situation I'm going through, but I need the time for like, okay, it is bad now, but I need to be able to see it as this is just a moment. And the way that I see it, this is just a moment, is keeping myself grounded in my body and the people I love. So being able to have those two really fills my cup. I'm like, this is it. I don't need anything else. I'm happy with the person I'm becoming, and I'm happy with the people I have around me. Then I'm happy. That's enough. Because filling your cup really comes to, I feel maybe it's not for everybody, but being able to fill your cup, I feel that comes with the idea of your definition of happiness. Because if for you to fill your cup is traveling, but you're broke, then you're never gonna be able to fill the cup in the time that you want.
That's true.
But you're making that for you. You're choosing that. You're choosing that your happiness is traveling. But traveling sometimes doesn't mean you need to go to another country.
That's true.
Traveling, but we don't see that. Traveling can be just going to a different part of the city. Traveling can be just going to a museum. Museums take you to a different time and a different era. Right. Doing something very different, so something out of your comfort that it feels like traveling should be enough. But if you connect your happiness to traveling, then you need to pack your luggage and you need to go and move to a different country and experience different people and being away from everyone.
Then not just escaping, yeah.
So it really depends of your definition.
Right.
But I feel that's mine. I feel before I needed other things to fill my cup. Before I needed to party to fill my cup. Because I was like, if I party, I feel that I fill my cup. And then it comes to a point that I feel so empty. Because it wasn't filling my cup. that was just the moment. You feel the happiness of the moment, but then you get home and you're still empty. So it really depends. But now, being grateful and having the family and the people that I choose to be and that I love to be with, and then just being happy of it by myself really makes a difference.
Yeah, I feel like getting, like we were talking about in your podcast actually, like making time for yourself, like making time for your loved ones, yes, and but also making time for yourself is something that is not talked about enough. You know, because I feel like sometimes, at least for me, I need my quiet time. Like I need my time to me. Like I need my time to, and I tell you, like whenever you know, whenever I ever need the time to myself, like just communicate it, you know, like communicate it with the people you love, communicate it with the people you live with, and yeah, and I feel like for me it's like meditating. Like I really, like that's one way for me to like refill my cup, because I get to like, okay, how am I feeling right now?
That's how you center,
you know. Like that's when like I get to breathe and just you know
and let go through.
Exactly. And definitely, spending time with you guys, with mom, like I need that. Like I need that, because I don't know, I guess for me it's just a way of like, I'm with my people, you know, like
that's why
like
you're
really like you're like, yes, like finally.
But that's why what you mentioned before, you need to be so careful with the people you surround yourself with, because sometimes you can be in a crowd of people that you feel alone. So that's why maybe for us it's such a good, like a thing that we need to spend time with the people we love. Yes, we spend so much time with the wrong people that when you get to the right ones, you do really appreciate them.
Yes, you value them so much more, because you're like, wow, like, and that goes for anyone who's still trying to find their people. Like, trust me, it takes time, but you will get there. Because it took time for me. Like it really took a lot, and I didn't even know I was gonna be so close to like I really didn't know. And that just comes with, I feel like, also knowing yourself. Because I feel like if you know yourself, you know who you want to be surrounded with. You
need to be able to see what is it that you value and that you want. You need to be able to know what you want. It's very important, because if what you want is having fun, then that's what you're gonna get from your friends, just fun. And nothing else. So I mean, I do tell you, because I feel even before I was just like you, I felt that I needed to have a deep connection with everyone when it comes to having fun and that conversation. And it is true. I do need to have deep connection with, but I also understand that I don't need to have a deep connection with everyone. I just need to have a deep connection with the people I love, which is that's enough for me. And it's also about having friends and having many friends.
That's true.
That's why good restaurants get, they pay a lot of food. They don't sell quantity.
It's for the quality.
It's the quality. So just look for friends like that.
Yes.
That's what that I can give you. Stop looking in the crowd that you need to have many friends and many people need to like you. Because even when you feel people like you, behind your back is another experience.
Exactly.
So find the people you love, you feel comfortable, and the people you can be your true self, and then the rest will fall into place.
Yes. And if you feel like you can't be yourself around those people, they're not your people. Like at all.
That's just your fun people.
Sorry. But
which is fine. If you want, but you need to place them into that folder in your friendship. This is your fun people. You're only gonna call them to go out and have fun, and that's fun.
That's fine.
Just fine to have people like that. But then when you need something important, when you're going through situations when you need to give advice, maybe that's not the folder you want to open.
Exactly.
Maybe you want to go to the true friends folder, and those are the ones who are gonna be there for you.
And I want to say too, like, I feel like you can only go as deep with a person. I forget how the saying goes, but you can only go as deep with a person as them. I don't know.
As they like allow you to go, or they allow themselves to
They allow themselves to go. Because not everyone does shadow work like we do. Not everyone does like no one like not everyone will sit with themselves and go deep with themselves.
Yeah.
So they can only meet you to the depth that they've gone through, which is okay. Like that's just comes with being human. Not everyone will go deep. Not everyone will choose to go into their depths, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, you really can't expect to go deep with a person who hasn't even done that inner work.
Yeah.
Who hasn't even accepted that within themselves.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's super, super important to be selective with the people you hang out with because of that too. Because you can hurt egos too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I do have her a lot of egos, but I mean, that's not my problem. That's their problem.
Yeah, that's
do the shadow work.
But yeah, just don't expect to go deep with people who haven't even gone that deep with themselves.
Yeah, and just being able to accept that.
Yeah.
Don't frustrate yourselves. It's like talking to a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talk to the wall and they're gonna answer, then that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's like when girls complain about sending a paragraph to their boyfriends and they respond with okay. But it's like the guy that mostly that he says is hi, bye, how are you? Why were you send a paragraph? What do you think you're gonna get?
Yeah.
Yeah. No emotional intelligence, man. People need that.
Yeah. Definitely. Because whew. Okay. What truth have you learned from intuition rather than logic? Oh, I like this question.
People don't mean what they say.
Mm.
That had teach me intuition. People talk a lot. People talk a lot. People talk a lot. And people do very little. So stop looking for what they're saying and start looking for what they're doing. That's what's going to show you what they really are. And that's my intuition, because my intuition had never failed me. So when I tell you I don't like someone, you're never going to change my mind. People say, oh, the benefit of the doubt. Unfortunately, the benefit of the doubt never applies to me. So if it applies to you, good for you. But every time that I have given somebody the benefit of the doubt, they have fucked me back. So it's just like I fuck myself. Because I knew and I still choose. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not wrong about the things I think about people, but my intuition always proves me right. When it comes meeting new people and I already feel like some type of way, or when I go to places, or when I go to situations, and sometimes like I cannot explain it, but it's just like I can't be here. I don't want to be here. Yeah, so, but never wrong about people, for sure.
Wow.
Stop listening to people's words. People don't say what they mean. They do what they mean.
And when did you start listening to your intuition? Like, how did you get into
Since I was born. I mean, I always listen to my intuition. The times that I have not listened to my intuition is when people told me, give them the benefit of the doubt. And then I get fucked over. So for that teach me. I was like, that was a lesson for me. Your intuition knows better. And for those who think that intuition and the universe is gonna send you a message saying don't do that, that's not how the universe works, and that's not how intuition works. Intuition is just a short note that you get. It's literally a feeling. It's literally, you don't know where it comes from, but you feel it. You know that you shouldn't go there. You don't know why you shouldn't go there, but you feel you shouldn't go there. That's your intuition.
Yeah.
And it comes the same with the universe. Angel numbers, any signs that you see, those are messages from the universe. The ones who choose to listen are the ones who are, I don't know, growing, becoming better. The ones who think, oh, the ones who listen are crazy are the ones who are don't want to go.
Ends up, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I told you when I got my ticket.
Oh God.
I didn't listen to my intuition.
Yeah.
I got a ticket.
There was a car slowing down, right?
Yeah, like every time I was driving, and I know every time that I'm driving and I see somebody call me up and they're going slow, I know it's my sign of not rushing, slow down. And like literally that day, 3 cars cut me up, and instead of listening, I got mad. And I moved to the other side, and I went fast, and I saw the police, and I got a ticket. And after I got my ticket, I said, you see, They send you the signs and you choose not to see them.
Yeah. And it's always there.
Mm.
And it's like she said, it's very subtle. Like it's not like, you know, loud or anything. Like it's subtle. It's like a little nudge, like, hey, like check on this, or like, hey, like, you know.
Sometimes it's just a feeling. It's a feeling that you get.
Yes.
Like, oh, I feel this. Oh, I thought about somebody. Even when I have like a thought about someone, out of nowhere, I'm like, let me check on them. Even with mom was telling me on day she was feeling like sick, and I text her and I was like, are you okay? She's like, how do you know? Her stomach was hurting or something was hurting. Like, I really, like, answering the question, when did I become that, I can't. Like, it have always been there for me, and I have always listened to it. And I feel that's why I guess a lot of people think that I'm crazy, because sometimes the way that I speak, I'm very aware of the way that I come through to some people, and some people might talk to me and think that I'm crazy, and I'm like, well, you know how I am. I'm like, well, I mean, okay. But you know that thing that's like, they call you, or what is it? They call you crazy, but it's often being right about a situation. Yeah, you know, that is very true. I agree with that, because I am always right. I'm not always right, but it is true. I know how I come forward for some people because of the way that I naturally am, that I listen to my intuition, energies, and all of this stuff. Some people think that those were like meditating and manifesting and journaling, think that's crazy, which is okay. I used to be that person, so I cannot judge anyone for it. Me too. I was like, meditating, girl, I don't have time for that. I have so many things to do. Look at my checklist. And now it's like, I haven't meditated. Don't talk to me. I'm like, I need to go meditate, and then we can have a conversation. Yeah. And I feel like for me, that's one way I started listening to my intuition, was like meditating. Yeah. Like, I would just go outside, and I feel like that's the thing, like being outside, being in nature was one way for sure that I started, like signs started coming to me, you know? Yeah. And that's when I just slowly started how was for you? Because for me, it's unnatural. Like, everybody in my family does it. Yeah. For me, no, it was the complete opposite. Like, I feel like it was always logic. Like, if you... Even, yeah, even now, I'm like, why? But it's who you are at your core. You're very logical. Because you have your placements in all your own. You're very logical. But I feel you have balanced it out. Yeah. You really have balanced it out. You find the balance within. And that's why when people say, but like... thanks to you. Because honestly, I feel like if I but I teach you. It was your choice to learn it. That's true. So it's not thanks to me. It's thanks to you. Both. I see both. Yeah, but you know, that's what I tell you, it's a choice. Because I have met many people. I have helped. You have no idea how many people I have like helped within this process, and we're not friends. They didn't want to. They thought that I was crazy. Maybe until today they think that I'm crazy. Maybe now they think that I'm crazy. Yeah. And you know what I said? Well, okay, I guess. Right. Wait, let me just check. I'm like, is it recording? Because I'm traumatized. Yeah, no, for me, girl, it took a lot of falling. What is it? Falling on the same rock. Oh. Like, multiple times. Especially when it comes to relationships. Yeah. Don't will. I feel like, that's one way I learned to just listen to my intuition, because guys, especially women, like, your intuition is so strong. Like, listen to it, trust me, listen to your gut feeling. And you know, I would say if you're in a relationship and you have a gut feeling, like, communicate for sure. And if they call you crazy, then that's your sign. Yeah, it is true. And the universe the universe will send you signs, trust me. Yep. If you don't believe in like woo-woo or whatever, that's fine, but like, just pay attention attention to your surroundings, pay attention to what he does, girl. Pay attention when he prioritizes you versus when he doesn't. Pay attention to the excuses, pay attention to when there's no excuses. Just pay attention. That's the number one thing. Oh my god, relationships are so stressful.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
But yeah, like going outside, meditate, censor yourself, and then from there, you'll start to even notice every little thing.
Shadow work.
Yeah.
Please shadow work.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the other thing too. You don't know if you're projecting. You don't know if it's your own fears and insecurities.
Yeah, because within the relationship, you're still human.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes two.
Yeah.
Like I said, it takes two.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel shadow work is one of the main themes. I think the shadow work part got cut out. So shadow work.
Yeah, like for anyone who's listening, like, why is it so important to do shadow work?
Well, think about your shadow. I mean, think about your shadow as the things of you that you are very protective and secreted about, which is the things you don't want anyone else to tell you. And that's literally what your shadow is, because every time somebody point this out, you're gonna get hurt. Yeah. Feelings are gonna get hurt, either yours and them, because you're gonna react, because it's just human. So that's why you need to work in your shadows, because it's very different for everyone. Because we all grow up different, we all see the world differently. So the shadow is gonna show you and it's gonna point out. It usually comes out with the light. That's how I see it. And you're gonna meet people who are gonna bring you light, and you're gonna meet people who are gonna give you more shadows, for sure, and point out the shadows you have. So what the shadow is jealousy, insecurities, any rage you have within yourself, any concepts that you have about people, about things, all of the are part of your shadow. And it's basically, you need to work through that, because you acting as the shadow is not there is not going to solve anything, because the shadow is always going to come out every time some situations happen, some people points out, every time you're in the light, which is your whole life. Yeah. Because you always are in the light. You're always going to be light, and you're always going to be shadow. Yeah. So that's the shadow work. That's why sitting with those feelings, journaling about it, being open when you're journaling about those feelings, because again, the shadow work is be true within yourself, because you're not gonna journal and be like, well, I know I was bad, but he was worse, because then that's not working on your shadow. It's not about your shadow. It's not about what people are doing or saying to you. It's the way that you're reacting to that. It's the way that you're choosing to, the things you're choosing to say, the things you're choosing to do. That's the shadow. So working on that and being able to, like, you know what? Yes, I do get triggered for that. Yes, I do feel insecure about that. How do I solve that? And that's for you to work on. And that's for you to find out, because it's going to be different for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say, yeah, definitely, like, have a little journal about it.
Yeah. Well, you journal a lot, so
yeah.
you do.
Yeah, because I have a lot on my mind. Yeah. But yeah, like,
I don't
definitely.
like thinking, so I don't.
But sometimes I wish I could just shut it off, bro. Yeah. But definitely, like, only open up about it with people that
you feel
are safe. Yeah, exactly, and that are mature enough to even talk about it. Yeah. And like, who's willing to even, like, talk about it. So, and I don't.
Damn, 10:40.
Okay.
I didn't realize the time.
Yeah, I know. When did we start recording? Oh my god, did it turn 10? Whatever, I don't care. Wait, is it recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so okay, let's go to the next question. When did your heart teach you something your mind couldn't explain?
Oh my god, such a funny question. Liking someone and actually loving someone, so hard.
But what do you mean? Like, are you saying that they're two different things?
For me, just because sometimes I'm mental, which I don't want to be. I hate thinking. Just know this about me. I am, I don't know, I am very knowledgeable in the things that I say. Like, I'm very wise, but I don't like spending too much time on my head. I don't like those people who's like, oh, I like thinking, and I'm like, no, don't make me think. And if I'm in a time that I'm having fun If you are like, oh, we're talking about bills and about, I'm going to get mad at you. And I'm like, I am enjoying myself. Yeah. Don't make me think.
Yeah. That
but,
is so you.
Yeah. But, and how I explain it is like, liking someone, for me, in my mind, it doesn't make sense when it's physical attraction. But then I realized that this person that I like, that I have feelings for, and it was like a hard experience. It's like I feel it on my heart, but my mind cannot explain it. Because it's like, I don't know this person, I don't know well this person, and you know me, I need to know. I need to have control of it. Like, I need to be able to put you in a folder. And if I can, just because I met you and I have a little bit of interaction with you, why do I feel that way? So I feel that's one of the experiences that I had, that I was like, why? Why am I feeling this way? And I feel sometimes how you experience love with people you don't understand. Or love with people that is so like out of your type. So like physically you are not the type of people I usually like. They're not the people that but I am so attracted to you and I feel it on my heart. And it's just that idea that sometimes the mind cannot explain everything that goes in the heart, because there's things you just feel. And there's things you just mentally process. Which is, it was an out of body experience. And that's all I can say about it. I can't go into details. But yeah, and I feel maybe people who have been in love, and I don't know, I feel like the way that I have been in love for me is so consuming. That's why getting into a relationship for me is something that I take very seriously. Because I feel love for me is a consuming experience that I need to be careful of. I mean, the nature of my birth chart is also, so it's...
Yeah, and I feel like you love very deeply. It's not just like...
Yeah, for those who talk shit about Venus and Leo be cheaters, just know.
Really?
Yeah, people say that usually people that have like Leo placements in Venus are cheaters, or the Leos are cheaters. I'm like, I can see that. I can see where the concept comes from, because Leo is a lot about, fire, ego, and they love themselves very much. But they're also the child,
the inner child.
The inner child. And it's childish. Like, I feel Leo are the child of the zodiac. This is just me. Every time that I see a Leo, is a very childlike, emotion and how do I explain it? Like, happiness. The Leo happiness is very childlike in a way that is very pure. They're very much happy with whatever they're feeling, without explanation. And I feel that's how kids are. Kids are so innocent, and it's not the innocence, it's just like the happiness of experiencing that feeling. So that's how I usually see like the Leo energy. So for those who are gonna talk shit in the comments about Venus and Leo, we are very loyal, okay? And at least me. I mean, I cannot speak for any other Leo cheaters, but
imagine they're like, my boyfriend is a Venus and Leo. What does that mean?
Yeah, but it interests with the other like placements.
Yeah.
Mars and Libra.
Stop.
Okay, I'm not gonna talk more about astrology because I'm putting myself here in the ringer. Okay, so but yes, I feel love for me is such a like body experience. So for me, maybe that's why cheating doesn't make sense, because it's like, how can you love someone so much that you can share that love with someone else? Like, how can you love two people? You see what I mean? But I can also see myself. I'm kidding. That's a Mars in Libra.
I know this question is really like,
yeah.
What is it? I don't even know the word for it, but it's very
No, but it is true. There's many things you explain in your heart, but you can explain. And I feel that's how you sometimes feel intuition.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You can feel it and explain the feeling, but you cannot explain why you're feeling it. So I feel that's how love it is for me. Yeah. Which is crazy, because it's like how mentally I can feel so connected and love this person so much, and like being like out of body experience, when in my mind it's like telling me like, girl, that's not even your type. You know, so
Yeah.
I feel that's, and if you becomes, I don't know, somebody who's really being in love, because I don't know, there's many people I've seen in relationships and how they describe the relationship, and I'm like, how do you stay that long? Because for again, but for me, the way that I experience love is such a like whole body experience. So maybe that's why some people's experiences when it comes to relationships, they don't make sense to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because for them, well,
It's so like shallow. It's just like, okay, yeah, we just fuck and that's it. We move on. I'm like, how do you do that when there's no love into it? You know? Because I mean, maybe there's love for you, and maybe there's no love for the other person, either a girl or a guy. But there's love for you, so you do it and you experience the love. But there's people who step into it, which is like, yeah, you know, they're fine. I'm just gonna have sex and then move on. My brain cannot comprehend that. But to each their own.
Yeah.
No judging. Hoes be hoes, bro. I support women rights and
I feel like when it comes to that point too, that's just maybe people even confusing love for lust.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I don't know people understand what's the difference between them two.
Exactly.
I mean, you can lust over somebody's body, but you desire somebody. Mind, body, soul, energy, which is two different feelings. I think for those who have go through the motions. Well, there's people who spend their entire life just experiencing loss. So
That's true.
yeah, I don't know. To each their own. No judging. I'm nobody to judge.
That's true. Same.
Yeah, that's my thing. I don't judge anyone. I learn not to judge people.
Yeah.
Or cheaters. I do judge you a little bit. For the rest, I don't judge. To each their own. Life is hard, man. So. That's why I don't judge. Because I feel life is very hard.
Yeah.
You do the best with the tools you have.
But at the end of the day, you always have a choice. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes life push you to the edge.
That's true.
And then push you out of the fucking edge. Honestly. And you fall on your face.
Yeah. But relationships, yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sensitive topic.
Yeah.
Next.
It is. Even I'm like, when did your her teachers? I'm like, bro, I don't even know if I want to talk about this.
Yeah.
But it's honestly, I agree with what you said. It's like listening to your intuition. It's something you can feel, but you cannot explain. Because I mean, in this question, it says, "When did your heart teach you something your mind couldn't explain?" Yeah, it's like when you're in love. I would say when you're in love, it's just something that you feel and you can't explain. You know?
You become a fool.
Yeah.
Don't we all become a
Yeah.
little bit of a fool when it comes to love?
Yeah.
But it's fine. I don't like people who are very nonchalant in relationships. I really hate that. When it's like, you shouldn't be texting so much. You shouldn't be doing all these things. And I'm like, but I do that with my friends.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
true,
mean?
yeah.
Like, I do it with my friends.
You do it when you like someone.
Exactly. So those people who are very nonchalant about it, like
Yeah.
meaning like you're gonna be cool and you don't have to be like you're into it. I'm like, but then why you're here though? If you're not into it, it's like I go to a restaurant and I say the food is bad, but I eat the whole food. And I told them it was so bad, I'm not gonna pay for it. And they're like, ma'am, you finished the plate.
But that's the thing. I feel like maybe people try to act cool, so they don't like they want to play that game. You know what I mean?
I don't like playing games. That's the thing. I don't like playing. I feel when it comes to love, it's already such a tender thing to do. Why do I need to bring a game into this dynamic?
Yep.
If I wanted to play games, then I wouldn't
I'll
be in a
play-
relationship. I would just play games.
Yeah.
But then it comes with communication.
And growth.
Of course, you
And
gotta be in the
maturity.
same, and you have to be in the same page with the guy, the girl you're gonna be with. Because I mean, relationships are hard as they are, and now imagine not having communication.
Yeah.
So I feel sometimes that happens when like maybe two people are in a different page, like
In
page
life?
in the relationships.
Oh.
One is like, I'm dating to marry, and then the one, we're fucking tonight and we're moving on. You see?
Yep.
Yeah, so it just depends.
Yeah. Definitely.
To each their own.
I would say, yeah, when you're in a relationship, make sure you're on the same page.
Very important.
Very, very important.
And you guys speak the same language, because god damn it.
Yeah.
No, meaning like you guys understand each other. Not like you guys both speak same language.
Yeah,
Like
no,
not culturally, like you need to both speak English. This is not what I mean. I mean like, okay, we might not agree, but we understand each other's point.
Yes.
Because if you both are arguing without understanding,
then you're not going anywhere.
yeah, you're talking to the wall.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, yeah, but you did this, this, and this. Yeah, but you did this and this. Pointing out what each other did is not going to solve anything.
Yeah.
It's like, what brought us to this point? Let's see what we can do to fix this. Is it fixable? Is it not fixable? And then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be a relationship coach.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
you should.
no, but then people come with, oh my God, talk about my ex cheated on me and I'm going to give him another opportunity. You see? That's why I cannot be a relationship. Slap them. I'll slap racing into you.
You'll be like, my patience is running low.
Yeah, I'll be like, you
I'm
know
gonna
what?
charge
You're
by the
dismissed.
minute.
You're gonna
By
get
the
dis-
second.
No, fucking get out, fucking dismissed. I am gonna send you to another person.
Before you continue, let me just
Dismiss you. Yeah.
Okay, what role does creativity or spirituality play in your healing?
All of it. Without spirituality and without healing, I wouldn't be able to heal. And now spirituality, whatever it means for you, because we might not have the same religion, or we might not believe in the same things.
Yeah.
And it's okay. I don't feel healing applies only to certain people. We're all human, so we all have stuff to heal. So I feel it's very important having something, and people think that having something you believe is what give you, but I feel it's not even having something you believe. I feel just having something that explains life and how life works for you.
Wait, but give me an example. Sorry.
For example, having like, if something happened, I can be able to say, maybe the gods want something for this. Maybe gods want something to learn this from me. I mean, if I don't have that and something happens, then what I do? Like, I don't know how to go from that. If I don't have something bigger that I believe on.
Yeah.
And it's not me, because it's different. There's people who say, like, blame it on them. Like, oh, maybe they send me this as a punishment. I don't feel anything that I get sent is as a punishment. I feel everything that I get sent, which is bad or good, is an experience that I need to go through. I either need to grow from that, or I either need to move out of that. So having a spirituality, having something you believe on, I feel gives you that vision of, okay, you gotta heal because you have a lot to learn.
Yeah. That's true.
And maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
I feel both, you need both, like both go in hand. Or both kind of, I don't know, make sense to have them when you're in the healing process, because it makes it a little bit less painful.
Yeah.
Even though it's so painful, because healing is not, I mean, you heal when you recognize the wound.
Yeah.
So that's why healing is painful, because you need to recognize all the wounds you have on you. And
I like that.
yeah, and the things that you have because people inflicted it, like people give you those wounds, and the ones that you have because you yourself got into those situations, and the wounds that you have give to people because of the wounds you have within yourself. So recognizing all of that is like
a lot.
Yeah, like seeing your arm in one day is fine, and then you see your arm the next day and it's a bunch of cuts.
Yeah.
That's how healing feels, and that's why I feel healing is important. Like, we all have cuts that we need to heal.
Yeah.
Either being inflicted by somebody, either being inflicted by yourself, either being inflicted by life, because we cannot control that. So that's why we say healing is painful for those people who don't know what we mean by healing.
Yeah, and it's, I don't know if it was in the part where it got cut off, but it's, I don't know if I repeated myself, but whatever. But it's like that thing that people think that spiritual awakening or getting some sort of, like, when you go through something in life, it's not pretty. It's not, like, it's very ugly.
Yeah.
You're gonna cry, you're gonna scream, you're gonna be angry. Like you're gonna
Mhm.
go through different
Feelings,
emotions.
yeah, and emotions.
You're gonna go through different stages too. Um, and it's still something that I'm learning to this day. That you know, there's. I feel like whenever you come into a realization in life, whether you're going through it or not, actually, um, it's really how you go about it too. Like, you know, like yes, you can scream, you can cry, but like you said, don't drown in your feelings. Um, yeah, don't become the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't become the feeling. I
Yeah.
think it's very important. Like be
Yeah.
able to feel it and allow yourself enough time to feel whatever that you're feeling,
Right.
but
Like-
don't become them.
Like give yourself space. Give yourself space. Give yourself time to you know, like it's okay, but again, don't just sit there and one advice that I remember hearing from Mel Robbins, the girl that wrote Let Them,
Mm-hmm.
was like, okay, if you're going through it, have the day to yourself, you know, like, but the next day do something nice for you, or
Yeah.
like do like I don't know, like just do something that will make you happy, or you know,
Yeah.
that will get you out of that.
Yeah, like a little reward. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you allow yourself to sit with it. Now do something that you like.
Yeah.
You allow yourself in the uncomfortableness. I don't know how to say the word. Uncomfortableness.
Mm-hmm.
Uncomfortable.
Like the uncomfortable part
Of the feeling.
Yeah.
Now reward yourself for it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I say when there's a book. I think that's a video that I made on my podcast that I talk about it, and is you need those are the little wins we don't see in the healing process. You think that the wins in the healing process are gonna be huge and they're gonna be big, but the wins are really like choosing a different way of answering, choosing a different way of reacting, choosing to say no, setting a boundary.
Yes.
Those are the wins you get from
Yes.
healing, and those are the ones who you have to celebrate the most.
That's true.
And we
That's
don't
true.
see those.
That's so true.
We don't see those, and
and
those
I
are the
feel like
ones.
we don't. Sorry, I feel like we don't give enough
credit.
credit. We don't give ourselves enough credit to
Yeah.
like be like, you set a boundary. Good job.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, being able to see the difference within yourself.
Mm.
Because the thing, and it's not only that, and it's just the people around you are gonna be the ones who are gonna keep you stuck the most within the healing process. If then themselves don't believe in healing, or they don't have healed and haven't go through the process, they're gonna keep you stuck in the old self, and they're gonna keep you stuck in the person you were before, because they're always gonna bring you back to that. And they're gonna be like, yeah, but you do this, yeah, but you always do this. And you need to be able to correct them, and you need to be able to correct the people you love with love, and tell them, I am changing and I am growing, and you shouldn't be scared of saying those things. And yes, I used to say and I used to do that, but I am growing and I'm working on that, and I know myself that I stopped doing that. So you need to let go of that, because now I am a new person. And many of them are gonna maybe say, okay, yeah, let me see how it goes. Or many of them are gonna be like, okay, whatever.
Right.
And you need to be okay with that, because remember that the growing and the healing is for you. It's not for anyone else. Your boundaries, you're saying no, you're dedicating time for yourself, is for yourself, not for anyone else. And you need to be okay with the growth. Sometimes they're gonna, a lot of people might leave, or a lot of people might come back.
Yeah.
That's how it goes with healing,
Yep.
because it shows you.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. And one other thing I learned too is like, you know, when you have like a let's say like an actual wound, like it's kind of like a metaphor that they say you need to stop touching it, just let it heal. So that's another way that I also, because I feel like before, like I would always sit down with myself, like just reflecting, always, what did I do wrong? But then at the same time, you need to just live life. Like you can't always just sit with yourself and, you know, like nitpick, or what is it called, like try to like correct every little thing that you've done in the past, or try to correct You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because
don't.
yeah,
Yeah, like,
I know what you mean.
because I feel like for me, like, I have that thing. Like, I used to have this thing that, like, if I don't work on it, I'm not gonna be perfect. Or if I don't work
It's the
on that,
perfection.
yeah.
Well, for me, it's the control. For you, it's the perfection.
yeah, like, I'm
Yeah.
like, man, like, if I don't get it right or get it perfect, like, but don't. That's not gonna help. Like, you have to be gentle with yourself.
Mhm.
Like, don't be so harsh on yourself. Don't, you know what I mean? Like, just be gentle with yourself and be self-aware. Like what you were saying, you need to be self-aware enough that what you know when you're hurting other people, and you know when you're hurting yourself, and from there, like, you get to decide.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely, you give yourself credit and just remind yourself that even within the perfection, you're still human. So you're never going to be perfect.
That's true.
You're never going to be perfect. Not to people, not to yourself, not to everybody is always going to point out something that you're doing wrong, and you might feel guilty about it. And it's not about feeling guilty. Sometimes it's about correcting the behavior. And it's not so much about just blaming yourself for making the same mistakes, or blaming yourself for choosing from the old self, or making decisions and reacting from the old self. Because within the growing and within the healing, you're still human. So be able to tell yourself, yeah, today was a bad day, and maybe all the decisions and the things that I said today were not who I wanted to be, or not who I'm growing to be or choosing to be. But today it was just a bad day.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be days that, and be mindful of that, because I feel a lot of people sell this idea of happiness as something you always have. I am happy, and I'm not happy every day. That I can tell you. But I am a very happy person, and I'm still not happy every day, because there's many things out of our control that we cannot control. There's many situations, but just within that, going back to your peace and going back to, like, this is just momentarily, and just let it be, and focus on what you can control and you can decide, which is your behavior and your reaction to the situation, and then from there, the growing.
That's true.
Yeah.
And it's like, I saw this post on Instagram, and it's like, you're gonna lose your spark as a human being. Like, each one of us is gonna lose their spark at some point in time, but it's how you, like, reignite that spark. Like, catch yourself, like, oh my god, I'm not feeling myself today. Okay, that's fine. Like, catch yourself and tell yourself it's okay.
Yeah.
Don't force yourself to, like, start being happy again, or like, just be gentle with yourself, because I think the more harsh you are on yourself, like, the worse it's just gonna be for you, and then you're just gonna hate yourself, like,
Yeah.
But remind yourself you're human, and that just comes with being human. You're not always gonna be like 100%. Your battery's not always gonna be 100% either, know. That's why I think it's really important to check in with yourself and be like, okay, like, where's my battery at right now? Like, so yeah. But then again, like, I feel like sometimes I feel like people also lose their spark because, yeah, they can be having a bad day, or something may have triggered them. You never really know.
Yeah.
So, but again, I feel like it's about being self-aware enough to, like, catch yourself in the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the answer is in this statement is, I'm not feeling well today. Today. Every day is a new beginning. So just take it as that. Give enough a space to, like, yeah, today's not bad, but tomorrow is gonna be amazing. That's it. I think that's how it goes.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's all the questions I had for today.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot. Did you have fun?
I have fun. This questions really put me to the ringer. Yeah.
I'm glad. And thank you for sharing with us.
Of
Thank
course.
you for
Anytime.
sharing your energy, your wisdom, like, really. Because I feel like even for me, like I learn a lot from you.
I learn a lot from
And-
you too. You tell me like I'm this amazing being, which I am, but I have learned a lot from you too. I think that I have learned so much from you within my own growth and my healing. Yeah. So, be grateful. I think this is one message that I want to give your viewers. I feel that's the key of life. Just being grateful. Be
Yeah.
grateful for everything, the good and the bad, the
That's
light and
right.
the shadow, and be mindful within yourself. Be mindful of what you're feeling. Be mindful of what makes you happy. Be mindful of your whatever definitions you have of happiness, because that's shaping every day how you live life. And see with yourself and rewrite those definitions if the ones that you have right now are not working. If the ones you have right now are given by your parents. If the ones you have right now are given by your teachers. Create your own definitions of whatever you want to define. Happiness, sadness, who you are and who you want to be. Whatever you do, just keep it to yourself. It doesn't need to make sense with everyone. It needs to make sense with to you, and just be happy with it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, because everyone has their own path in life.
Yeah.
You can go any way you want, but again, at the end of the day, you get to decide which way you want to go.
Yep.
You know? So be gentle with yourself too.
Yeah.
Like, treat yourself with kindness too. Don't forget that. So yeah.
That's all for today, guys.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.